I'm Lisa Mohager. Welcome to Lacey's Fitness Party. I totally wish that I could be there in person or at least be presenting this live, but somehow Lacey and I both planned a party on the same day at the same time. Only you guys are all in Decatur and I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So Lacey asked me to share my story with you guys. I've actually been a coach for almost 6 years in July. And one of the reasons why I can relate with you guys is because I was born and raised in Warrensburg. So, hey everyone! So when I first got signed up as a Beachbody coach, I was recently divorced. I was a single mom. I was working full time. I had recently went to Millikan through the PACE program and got my degree and just couldn't get ahead. Was never taken seriously. And I was looking to do something different. I was really struggling with money. I would come home and I would have foreclosure notices. I would have repossession notices for our car. Just one thing after another. And it was like, you know what? It's time to do something different with my life. I had looked at doing other at-home businesses, you know, like candles or jewelry, and I'm looking at in the camera at our little puppy. I had looked at doing those other home programs, but there was a couple things that just didn't work for me. Number one, I didn't have time to do parties, right? I worked full-time at Tate & Lyle, at Staley's, in the office. I had a daughter, you know, I had a lot of stuff going on that I couldn't see myself packing up all of this inventory, bringing it to someone's house, setting it up, doing the party, taking the orders, packing it all up, taking it home, and getting home late at night and being exhausted. Number two, I didn't have the money to invest to get started, because to do those kinds of businesses, you have to have a lot of inventory to display, to show people. And that was something that I didn't have. So time and money were the two resources that I did not have to put into another business. So for me, this just seemed to work perfect. I mean, there was no contract, there's no inventory, there's no minimum sales, there's no parties unless you want to get together and have fun like Lacey's doing. But it's not something that you have to do to build a business. So that's really what intrigued me the most. I had already lost about 40 pounds working out at home with Power 90 and Turbo Jam. And so for me, it was like, okay, this is a lifestyle. This is something that people use every day in their life. You know, it's not like a bracelet, you know, or anything like that. Like, this is something that people actually do every single day. And it's something that's good for people. You know, you're changing people's lives through health and fitness. And, you know, just being surrounded by positive and encouraging people. And I don't have to tell you guys, you're right there with Lacey, who is one of the sweetest, most encouraging, genuine people that I know. And I'm so jealous that you guys are there with her because she's so awesome. But that's really what our team is about. It's about lifting up other people and encouraging each other and having fun and sweating together, even if it's virtually. You know, it's about being a part of something special, and it's about being a part of something bigger, and it's about being connected. So when I first got signed up as a coach, like I said, I was a newly single mom and really struggling. I didn't really expect to make a whole lot of money from this. I was a secretary at a corn refinery plant. Who was going to follow me? Who was going to join my team? And, you know, I had never sold anything. If I'd been asked to speak in front of people, my face would turn beet red. Can anybody relate to that? I know that some of you guys are like, yep. My face would turn like bright red and I would get that granny voice, you know, and you're like, oh. So I really set my bar low because I didn't have the self-confidence to believe that this was something that I could do. And I didn't really understand the potential. I didn't really understand what it was about. You know, when I was little, I remember my mom going to Tupperware parties and Mary Kay parties and things like that, but I didn't really understand what it was. And the people that were doing that weren't really successful. You know, it was kind of like a hobby for them. So for me, I thought, okay, if I make $100 a month just selling P90X videos, that would make a huge difference. Maybe I could come home from work sometimes and the power wouldn't be turned off. Or, I wouldn't get those harassing phone calls from bill collectors. So after signing up as a coach, it was literally kind of one thing after another. My grandma passed away. I had to pull Tiara out of private school. She was going to LSA at the time, and I couldn't afford that on my own salary anymore. So I had to pull her out of, the school that she'd been going to and put her at school at Warrensburg. And we did avoid foreclosure by selling our home. And, Tiara and I moved into a smaller, tiny apartment. Let's see what else. I ended up having to file for bankruptcy. My other grandma passed away, and this was all in the first 6 months of signing up as a coach. Looking back now, I realize that because I was a part of the team and doing something I could be proud of and something I was excited about and helping other people, that's really what got me through that tough time. I mean, I'm telling you guys, it was every single time I turned around, something else major was going wrong in my life. But I didn't feel it. I didn't think, oh, poor me, or, how am I going to get through this? I woke up every single day excited about life, excited about this opportunity, still not understanding how big it was. I just knew I was part of something special. It was like for the first time in my life, I was doing something I could be really proud of, and I was excited. And, hearing other people say, thank you so much for your post on Facebook. You're so inspiring. I needed to hear that. It's like you're speaking to me. When in reality, I'm just really speaking to I'm not speaking to myself. I'm speaking to everyone else. But, if there's something going on in my life, I might post about it with a positive spin, and someone else is like, oh, yeah, but I'm trying to cheer myself up at the same time. We're all human. We're all dealing with issues. And that's the thing is, everybody thinks that they're alone and that no one else can understand what they're going through. But, oh man, everyone is dealing with something or they've gone through the same thing. And we just need to come together and encourage each other and support each other and lift each other up. So one thing happened after another. It was about 18 months that I tripled my full-time income. Now, I only wanted to make $100 a month with the business. And after about 18 months with Beachbody, I was making $1,000 a week working from home in addition to my full-time income. So in addition to what I was making at Tate & Lyle, I was now making over $50,000 a year with Beachbody. And that number quickly rose. So it's actually going to be 4 years, April 1st, that I retired from my full-time job. I don't know if you guys remember when Tate & Lyle was moving part of their offices up to Chicago. Well, my job was actually eliminated, and they offered me a position in Chicago. But you know what? Chicago just wasn't it for me. It's cold there, and I had already tripled my income, so it was like. By this point, at this point in the career, I'd already tripled my income with Beachbody. So do I really want to go to Chicago, sign an agreement, be stuck there? No. So what do? I say, you know what? I love you guys, but I'm going to resign. Scary decision, right? I was a single mom. I was worried about people are going to think I'm crazy, and they did. And, it's that fear of failure and the fear of what if this doesn't work? What am I going to do then? But you know what? When you have the mentality that failure is not an option, it's not. When you set your mind to doing something amazing, you're going to do it. You just have to get started. So 4 years ago, April 1st, I've quit my full-time job. Shortly after that, it'll be 4 years in August that I've lived in Atlanta. And, I got to be honest, it was like, what am I doing here? I prayed about it. I'm like, God, please just lead me to where you need me to go. And, I was here and, I was here for about a year and had a really hard time with Tiara. A whole other story I won't go into, but it was rough. It was really tough. And, I just kept trusting God that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm where I'm supposed to be because my whole life I felt like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. You know, there's something else out there greater than this. There's something else out there better for me. And somehow, some way, I'm going to do something amazing with my life. I have no idea what it is. And did I ever think that it was going to be Beachbody? No. But it is, and it has been, and it's been amazing. So I was in Atlanta for about a year, and a little over a year, and that's where I met my husband, Paj. And I don't know if you guys saw, but you know, he was on VH1 Tough Love and ended up proposing to me on the TV. And you know, our wedding was filmed on TLC, Say Yes to the Dress, and you know, we've done some other cool things together as well, and it's just been a blast. So, you know, if it wasn't for taking that chance, for taking that risk, to do something different with my life, none of this would have been possible. I would still be sitting in a cubicle. I would still be struggling, getting, you know, living paycheck to paycheck. And, you know, I wouldn't have met the love of my life, my soulmate, my everything. And, you know, it's just been an amazing opportunity. And each and every one of you, you know, maybe the dream that God's placed on your heart is definitely different than mine. We all have different dreams. We all have different goals, but it's there. That dream is there. It's inside of you. And right now, you guys are probably thinking of things like, my gosh, this, you know, I always wanted to do this. And, you know, I know that you guys know that your life has been, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. It's because of Lacey. Every time I talk about Lacey, I cry and get teared up. But you guys, you know that your life has been designed for greatness. And you know that there is more out there for you, for your family, that, you know, you guys deserve to live the life that God created for you. And this is an awesome opportunity for you guys to take, for you guys to pay it forward, and to build a legacy for your family. You know, one thing that I didn't mention is, you know, Paj and I are part of the $1 Million Earners with Beachbody. In less than 5 years, we've earned $1 million. You know, and just to give you an idea, last year we earned about $500,000 with Beachbody, by helping other people, by investing your time and life in other people, and just being that positive light to people, by getting in the best shape of your life, by eating healthy, by doing the things that you are already doing. You have the opportunity right in front of you to offer a gift to other people and to change your life and your family's life at the same time. I went way over my time, you guys. I hope you have an awesome day. Paj and I are on Facebook. We'd love to connect with you. But I hope that you'll talk to Lacey or the person that invited you to the party and get signed up. Don't wait. Just get started and join us. Change your life today. Thanks, guys.